Controversial bill in the Tennessee General Assembly is now off the table. It proposed a change in the law where those convicted of first-degree murder would only have to serve 25 years of a life sentence. After the sponsor removed himself from the bill, his office says it is effectively a dead bill.
The bill did, however, pass in the Tennessee Senate last year before it moved to the House. Ashley Sharp unpacks the legislation and shares the efforts of victims' families that went into stopping it.
Under current Tennessee law, a person convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison would have to serve at least 51 years before becoming eligible for parole. A bill that was being considered in the Tennessee House of Representatives would have reduced that to just 25 years.
A loved one doesn't get a chance to come back in 25 years. We don't get our loved one back in 25 years or 51 years or ever.
Joan Barry's daughter, Jonna, an ETSU student, was murdered in 2004. She says this bill left the families of many victims in Tennessee helpless, knowing they would have to fight to keep their loved one's killer behind bars even harder.
It's a constant battle, and it just keeps you upset and on edge, and you're constantly reliving it every day.
Representative Dan Howell says he has withdrawn himself as the sponsor of the bill and told us it will not come before the House this legislative session. He told News Channel 11 in a statement today, quote, "I have decided not to move forward with House Bill 1532. I don't think the victims of violent crimes will be best served by this legislation," end quote. The bill touted financial savings for the state by reducing the prison sentences for violent offenders. A fiscal report shows it would save an estimated $2.4 million plus a year.
We talk about criminal rights, but equally, victims have rights as well.
John Lundberg, state senator from Bristol, Tennessee, was one of just 4 to vote no on the bill when it passed in the Senate last year.
When you're talking about first-degree murder, you're talking about people who are clearly a threat to our society. And I don't think life in prison was meant to be 25 years.
Members of the advocacy group Hope for Victims have protested the bill, written letters to legislators, and spent countless hours making phone calls. Joan Barry, who founded the organization, says she's relieved.
We've been working very hard, and it's a shame that we have to do that, but whatever we have to do, we will.
In Johnson City, Ashley Sharp, News Channel 11.